Dusty is a crop dusting plane with a crippling fear of heights.
That airplane needs some help. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah! Despite this, he desperately wants to compete in a popular aerial race.
It ain't how fast you fly, it's how you fly fast. You can fly a whole lot higher than you think.
So he goes on a journey with his friends to make his dreams come true. In Disney's Planes.
Hi, I'm Liz.
I'm Zorianna.
I'm Sean, and we're going to talk about Planes, the new film from Disney Toon Studios, set in the universe of Pixar's Cars. We've all just seen it. Liz, take off for me.
I didn't want to see Planes. I didn't want to see it. I feel like I was dragged to see it. And sitting through it, I was pleasantly surprised. Actually, I thought it moved on pretty quickly, and it was a sweet story. It was well told.
It was well told because we've seen this story before. I mean, it's like they dusted off the screenplay from Cars 2 because it's essentially the same. It's a race around the world, just like Lightning McQueen went on this road race through all these different countries. Dusty, the airplane, goes on this around the world to different countries race as well. It's very similar.
It's simple, but I found it entertaining, and I was a little worried that since we're set in the universe of Cars, we're just going to get a whole bunch of, hey, we're in the world of Cars references. Here's Radiator Springs. Here's a cameo by Lightning McQueen or Mater or something like that. And they don't stoop to that level. They let it be its own story.
Dusty, you're not built to race. You're built to dust crops. Do you know what will happen if you push it too far? Wing flutter, pedal fatigue, turbine failure. Oh no, I'm going down! Why didn't I listen to Dottie?
Yeah, why don't you listen to Dottie?
She's the smartest mechanic in the world. Oh my gosh!
What?
The orphanage kids
No,
fly
not
out
the
of the
orphanage.
way! Kaboom!
The kids!
There were some parts of it that were strong, and specifically with the characterization of Skipper, Dusty Crophopper's
Mentor.
his mentor.
Yes.
Right. And so Skipper doesn't fly anymore. He was retired, and he has this tremendous backstory. But the way it's treated in the film is actually really, I thought it was very adult. So we go into flashbacks of World War II, and all these horrible things happen. It gets really, really sad. And I was surprised that that level of emotion came out of something like Planes.
For a film that's a little, up in the clouds, a little light, I really like the depth that went to. And in fact, Stacy Keach was my favorite voice actor. I think he did a tremendous job.
And it really became his story. And that's when I thought the film was its strongest, when it was following Skipper instead of the lead character.
By saying it's from the world of Cars, I think that is a little bit misleading because then it makes you think that it's Pixar. And
Right,
this movie
not Pixar.
is nowhere near the gold standard that Pixar is because Disney Toon is actually Disney's direct-to-DVD studio.
It's not up to Pixar levels, I agree, but I thought that the script was pretty good, and I thought that what we were serviced with in terms of the animation quality
Yes, absolutely.
is well produced. And that was on the level of Pixar to me. Director here is Klay Hall. Now, Klay Hall has worked on television. He's worked on The Simpsons and King of the Hill, and he had a straight-to-DVD feature, Tinkerbell and the Lost Treasure, which was the second Tinkerbell movie.
Wow, you know your Tinkerbell.
I know my Tinkerbell.
My favorite portion of the film was all the stuff that took place in India. I love the fact that instead of sacred cows, they had sacred farm equipment that was working there. And I wish that they had spent more time in India. In fact, I wish they had spent more time in all of the different countries instead of just giving us these snippets and caricatures of the different cultures and ethnicities.
It was shorthand, and it was slightly racist shorthand. I mean, it was like, let's communicate what country we're in, and let's do it in the simplest way possible. Like, we're in India. Oh, it's sacred cows. It's like I would have liked more time just so we could have less simplistic look at different nations.
But I also think I'm projecting my own of what I wish the film was, and I should probably just accept it for what it is. For me, Pixar has always done something for kids and for adults, and I felt that when I sat and watched this, I felt that it was more towards children and not towards adults. But my 6-year-old loved it, so.
I think your 6-year-old and I have something in common. Well, I didn't love it. I liked it thoroughly. And I do think that, yes, it skews a little bit young, and maybe we could have spent a little bit more time discovering the world of cars or planes or whatever we're in, but then again, we're in a race around the world and we've only got 100 minutes to tell a story. We gotta move at some point.
I have some complaints, but I do think it's one of the better family films out there right now. So I say, see it.
Planes is far from groundbreaking, but it has some nice animation and fun characters, and it makes the film take off. So I say see it.
To prevent your kids from dragging you to the nearest Disney store and asking you to buy them some Planes merchandise, I say stream it.
Well, it looks like our votes add up to 2.5 tickets, which is a see it for Planes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The plane, boss, the plane.
What's the
Dusty Crop Hopper.
Dusty Crop
He's a
Hopper.
crop duster, and his name is Dusty Crop Hopper.
Thank you.